Quotes from Confucius. By three methods we may learn wisdom. First, by reflection, which is noblest. Second, by imitation, which is easiest. And third, by experience, which is the bitterest. Wheresoever you go, go with all your heart. It does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop. Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. He who knows all the answers has not been asked all the questions. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. Study the past if you would define the future. If you make a mistake and do not correct it, this is called a mistake. Before you embark on a journey of revenge, dig 2 graves. The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not ask is a fool for life. Respect yourself and others will respect you. To be wronged is nothing, unless you continue to remember it. You cannot open a book without learning something. When you see a good person, think of becoming like her or him. When you see someone not so good, reflect on your own weak points. Silence is a true friend who never betrays. What the superior man seeks in himself, what the small man seeks in others. Attack the evil that is within yourself, rather than attacking the evil that is in others. I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. Give a bowl of rice to a man, and you will feed him for a day. Teach him to grow his own rice, and you will save his life. The hardest thing of all is to find a black cat in a dark room, especially if there is no cat. The gem cannot be polished without friction, nor man perfected without trials. It is not the failure of others to appreciate your abilities that should trouble you, but rather your failure to appreciate theirs. The man of wisdom is never of 2 minds. The man of benevolence never worries. The man of courage is never afraid. Only the wisest and stupidest of men never change. We have 2 lives, and the second one begins when we realize we only have one. It is more shameful to distrust our friends than to be deceived by them. If what one has to say is not better than silence, then one should keep silent. To put the world in order, we must first put the nation in order. To put the nation in order, we must first put the family in order. To put the family in order, we must first cultivate our personal life. We must first set our hearts right. Better a diamond with a flaw than a pebble without. Forget injuries. Never forget kindnesses. When it is obvious that the goals cannot be reached, don't adjust the goals. Adjust the action steps. If your plan is for 1 year, plant rice. If your plan is for 10 years, plant trees. If your plan is for 100 years, educate children. In a country well governed, poverty is something to be ashamed of. In a country badly governed, wealth is something to be ashamed of. Education breeds confidence. Confidence breeds hope. Hope breeds peace. The superior man thinks always of virtue. The common man thinks of comfort. When a wise man points at the moon, the imbecile examines the finger. It is easy to hate, and it is difficult to love. This is how the whole scheme of things work. All good things are difficult to achieve, and bad things are very easy to get. A true gentleman is one who has set his heart upon the way. A fellow who is ashamed merely of shabby clothing or modest meals is not even worth conversing with. Without knowing the force of words, it is impossible to know more. Courtesy, generosity, honesty, persistence, and kindness. If you are courteous, you will not be disrespected. If you are generous, you will gain everything. If you are honest, people will rely on you. If you are persistent, you will get results. If you are kind, you can employ people. The man who says he can and the man who says he cannot are both correct. The superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. He who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior. Worry not that no one knows you. Seek to be worth knowing. If there is righteousness in the heart, there will be beauty in the character. If there is beauty in the character, there will be harmony in the home. If there is harmony in the home, there will be order in the nations. If there is order in the nations, there will be peace in the world. By nature, men are nearly alike. By practice, they get to be wide apart. If you are the smartest person in the room, then you are in the wrong room. He who knows and knows what he knows is a wise man. Follow him. He who knows not and knows not that he knows not is a fool. Shun him. Knowledge is merely brilliance in organization of ideas and not wisdom. The truly wise person goes beyond knowledge.